Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow's Wisdom, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. What I initially heard was, do you even know what you just said? Like, do you understand what you said to another person, or do you know what you just said? I don't know what the hell that's about. So somebody might be asking another person that, like, do you know what you just said to me, or do you understand what's being said? And then we have nightmare, psychic protection, shield, and bad dreams. So you're shielded from negative energy, people, and things like that. That's weird because in the car the other day, I heard, I'm your worst fucking nightmare. And then we have nightmare here. So I feel like if you are gifted in any way, you could be somebody's nightmare. Like, I will make your life hell. I don't know where that's coming from or what that's about. Well, you know, anyone with a guilty conscience who's doing things they shouldn't be doing, if you know about it or you could say something about it, that would be their worst nightmare, getting found out, you know? So anyways, let's see. What is the main energy here for the collective, please? Someone's going to say something. It's weird because it feels like coming from outsiders or other people, they'd be like, I can't believe you just said that. Like, what the fuck? But coming from the person who's speaking it, it's like, I said what I said and I meant what I fucking said. You know, that kind of thing. Like, yeah, I know exactly what I said. And I meant it. Whatever that's about. Alright. Let's bring in some positive energy for a change, you know what I'm saying? So let's not start with that then. We'll start with this. What's going on for the collective? What do you need to know, be aware of, or what do we need to confirm for some of you, just depending. We have snail's pace. Appreciate the small things in life. Let's see. Snail's pace. Slow down, grounding, listen to the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies. So really pay attention to your feelings, you know, what you're feeling around certain people, in situations, just when you're sitting outside, it's like, what's going on? Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details of what somebody says as well, because that could be where the truth is, you know, that's where the truth lies. Because liars always expose themselves. That's what I feel with this. Like, do you know what you just said? Somebody might not understand that they outed themselves. Like, how'd you know about whatever? How'd you know I did that? How'd you know? Because someone said it. They literally told you without telling you. They told you through a lie. So you probably saw through something, basically. Green Man's Bride. Sacred union, commitment, ceremony, maturing into a deep relationship. I just heard you told me without telling me. So somebody might be in a relationship. Maybe you're unaware of it, or you were. But you told me without telling me. Okay. Yeah, there's something very, like, subtle here. It's just a minor shift. But for some reason, whatever this minor thing is, it feels kind of major. It feels like a slip of the tongue for someone. So, I don't know. You found something out from the horse's mouth, but they didn't intentionally want to tell you whatever this is. They didn't want to say it. But in a roundabout way, they did. So someone outed their own ass, even if it's over something like nothing bad, you know what I mean? It could just be like they didn't want you to know how they felt, or they didn't want to come out and blatantly say something, but they did in a roundabout way. Somebody told you the truth without you realizing it. You could be reflecting on this like, oh, that's what you meant by that. Something like that. Actually, let's use one of these. What's up with snail's pace? You could have questioned whatever this is. Like, did I hear that right? Or is that what that truly means? You know what I mean? Like, something like that Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Slow down, grounding. Listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Subtle energies. I just want to say you knew something was coming. You knew an ending was coming. I don't know if this is pertaining to a breakup or, you know, someone walking out of your life, cutting ties with you or something. You knew it was over before it was over. That's what I want to say. And it's because of, it might be because of somebody's actions as well, but I feel like somebody was telling you that the end was near, that something wasn't going to last, wasn't going to work out, but they didn't come out and just say that. They didn't say, oh, this is done, or I don't like you, I don't want to talk to you. There was subtle changes that led to this, but I feel like you might have been picking up on it, or Spirit's telling you to really pay attention and listen, because there is some type of an ending coming up for some of you, depending on what timeline you're on. If this hasn't happened yet, someone's dropping hints that the end is near, and it's not death or anything. It's something isn't going to work out. The end is near. On me. On me. It's on me. I have no idea what that means. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. This is making me think of when you just listen to yourself, or you notice patterns that within a person that they're changing, and it's like, okay, I know the end is coming because you're acting different, you're doing things differently, and I'm taking notice. What's wrong here? Something's wrong. You know, the pull away phase basically in a relationship, especially if somebody's entertaining another person, if they're cheating, or if they just have their eyes on somebody else and they're moving in a new direction. You can tell, especially if you've been around somebody for a long time, or you've been with them for a while. This could have already happened to some of you, or it's coming up. It just depends on the timeline. But I feel like you saw this ending coming before it even knocked on your door. You know what I mean? Because it's making me think of like when the Grim Reaper shows up on your doorstep, knocks on the door, and is like, it's like, hey, the ending's here. And you're like, not today. So it's something you know that you're not taking action on right now. Like, you know that this is going to creep up on you, but it's not really going to shock you, or I guess it's not going to really creep up on you. You know it's slowly coming. There's an end that is slowly coming because someone's not invested in this situation any longer. Someone might be tempted in a different direction, even if it's not in a relationship. For some of you, that's the case. But it's like, ooh, I want this instead of that. Like, this lifestyle looks better than what I have right now, even if it's not pertaining to a person. Somebody is keeping shit to themselves, basically. There's a change here that they're keeping to themselves. It really could pertain to a person. We have date, meeting someone new. Someone's going to meet someone new, or they already did. And they're going to be tempted away from a situation. Whether you're partnered with this person or not, someone's getting tempted in a different direction. And if this has already occurred and it's like, why is this coming up for me? Because this has already happened, done and over with, you could find out what happened in that situation. Because somebody who was tempted away might return and be like, hey, you know, I want to talk to you about this. And you're like, yeah, well, no, I don't want to talk about it, kind of thing. I don't know, you might find something out, but yeah, someone's moving on to a person or new situation. And I feel like you feel it coming. Like, you know that this end is near, basically. So I feel like it's not going to be much of a shock for whoever this is going to resonate with, because I feel like, yeah, I saw that coming a mile away, you know? That's what it feels like. Alright. don't know, it's just weird because I feel like I'm keeping this to myself, that this isn't working out, that I like somebody else, that I'm moving on, whatever, that I'm letting go of the status quo is no longer, basically. But their mannerisms, their actions, the things that they're saying, they're ratting themselves out with what they're doing and saying, whoever this person is, so, or they did. And it's blatantly obvious, especially if you pay attention to the details, because this is a slow process. Someone doesn't want you to know about this until they're ready. It's almost like I gotta save up money, I gotta line everything up, I gotta get my ducks in a row. Don't let someone get their ducks in a row, especially if they're gonna throw your ass under the bus or fuck you over in some way. Scatter their motherfucking ducks and let them go find them. You know, it's like, oh, this is what you want? Good luck, goodbye. You know? Yeah, because I almost feel like I'm using someone in the meantime. Like I'm planning something and I'm just going to keep the status quo. I'm going to do the bare minimum. I'm going to do just enough until the time is right. And you're probably seeing this. Locket, I just saw this. Secret lover. It's funny because when I saw locket, I didn't even read the words when I was just looking in here, and I was thinking of a secret, like keeping something hidden. Yeah, someone's hiding. It's not even motives. They're hiding a person or their plans. There's secret plans here. They have a secret lover. Someone has a secret lover. And I feel like you know. Even if you don't know because you haven't seen messages or pictures or caught this person, you just know. And it's reminding me of like a past relationship I had where, you know, that's happened. I just knew because I'm like, you know, the person would leave their phone out all the time. I knew the passcode, whatever. I didn't really snoop or anything, but it was just there. And then all of a sudden it'd be face down or in the pocket or disappeared, or like the routine changed. The way that person treated me changed, and I'm like, something's fucking fishy here. I don't really know what, but the first thing that popped in my head is so-and-so is talking to other people when they're gonna move on. And it was at the time, because this was a few years ago, like I was grasping at straws to make it work when I should have just let it fly. Do you know what I mean? But it happens to the best of us sometimes. But I knew what was going on, and that person lied to my face. But they did tell me little things. There were slip-ups. You know what I mean? The slip of the tongue, where I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not what you told me before. Or this shit ain't adding up. So that's what made me question everything. It's something like that. Even if cheating isn't involved, I kind of see that here for someone. Someone's moving on with a secret lover. Even if they're not cheating on you, they might be moving away from whoever they're around and secretly pining over you, like headed your way. So whichever way it goes, someone's very tempted by you. Or tempted by someone. They're tempted in the wrong direction. They're gonna make a shit choice, because it says it's either a disunion, like, oh, I'm tempted away, I'm gonna go over here and now we're done because there's an ending coming someone's way. But I feel like a situation might end for you, or they might end something quote unquote significant to them out of temptation. So I don't know if someone's luring them in, seducing them, or whatever, but it feels like I'm going to let go of something permanent, something that's beautiful, that's long-lasting, for something fucking temporary, because they're not seeing that it's temporary. But that's their own mistake, and it's going to save you a bunch of heartache, is what it feels like. Yeah, permanent. Somebody could have cheated on their wife or husband. It's like, I'm going to end something long-term for something that's fleeting. Someone's going to make a mistake. But they think that they're not going to get caught. Well, I think someone might get caught. Yeah, they're two-faced. They're wearing a mask. So if you're wondering what someone's hiding from you, whether you're partnered or not, you're going to find out, because there's clarity here. And you know what's funny is I feel like, okay, so there's like the partnership. Whoever this person's partner is, whether it's you or not, because they could be tempted by you. I don't really know who's who here. This is not on you, on me. This is not on you. This is not your fault. It's on them. But they might point the finger at you and blame you. Like, this is all your fault. Especially if they were tempted by you. You know what I mean? Like, it's your fault for ruining my relationship. And you're like, I didn't fucking do a damn thing. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like someone's going to play the blame game because they're going to make a shit choice. And what's going to happen here is there's the commitment. And they're going to fuck this up because this person's going, something's weird here. Okay. And then they're going to find out, you know, that they're moving on to somebody else. And that situation, that somebody else it's not even going to work out. So they're going to lose everything. The old and the new. But that's what you know, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. For some of you, like I said, this could have already happened. But I feel that's so funny. But it can also pertain to things that you love, projects, and, you know, career and stuff. You know, when you have a secure job and you're like, oh, this one looks so much better. And then you screw over the current company that you're in instead of doing things properly, going about it the proper way. You're like, fuck you. I'm not giving you my 2 weeks. I'm not letting you know, leaving you high and dry. And then you go to this new company and it flounders. And it's like, fuck. Now I have nothing because I can't go back to where I was because I screwed that up. That's what this feels like. So somebody can't go back to something that was good for them because they fucked it up. Out of temptation because something was like bright and shiny. You know what I mean? All that glitters isn't gold. And someone's realizing this the hard way, basically. Love drought, deliver me from temptation. Someone's moving towards a situation that isn't for them or towards a person that doesn't love them. Like, I feel like I'm taking all my love away from you or this. I'm not investing in someone, because this is better. I'm focused over here. They're going to be sadly mistaken. Yeah. Powerless. The power struggle is real. Yeah, well, someone's up shit's creek without a paddle with the decisions they're making. I just feel like they're going to fuck themselves right up the ass without lube. Someone might also lie about what they're doing while they're traveling, while they're on vacation. They could be meeting other people or something. Yeah, there's a strong level of temptation here that's going to get someone in trouble. Turning over a new leaf, my ass. Excuse me. Improvements, attitude, change. Well, this situation's changing and not in the way someone wants it to. I'm just saying. I don't know. I feel like if anyone's returning who's pulled this shit on you, they haven't changed. But they're going to act like they have. It's because they miss you. They want to make amends. But you've locked them out. Access denied. Thank you for your apology. Good luck. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, ma'am. Yeah, someone's going to come in and be like, oh, I wasn't strong enough to resist, blah, 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 whatever. I made the wrong choice. We were going through difficulties and you know, whatever. Excuse after excuse after excuse for whatever the fuck this is. They have not changed, but they're going to act like they have because they want you back or they want to keep you. So it's either like you find out they're cheating or they made some big mistake in a relationship and you're like, okay, this is a deal breaker for me no matter what it is. goodbye. And they're like, no, 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 I'll change, I promise, please, I can't lose this, whatever, you know, we have to make up, let's kiss and make up, I'll make it work, I'll put the work in, and they might in the beginning, but I feel like you're just going to be like, access denied, sorry, you made your bed, now you can go lay in it. Someone's bed is a mess right now, you know what I mean, they, oh, yeah, someone fucked themselves over, basically. Just, and you can apply that to work as well when you want to go back to an old company, like, I'm so sorry, I should have given you a 2 weeks or whatever, and they'll be like, we already filled the position, you're not reliable, we don't want to hire someone like you. Good luck. Godspeed. This is the whole I'll never do it again shit. So there could be someone from the past who's going to come in and be like, I won't screw you over again. Don't worry. I won't be tempted away. I'm a lot stronger now. But they're not, and you're moving away. Yeah, you're definitely, I don't feel like you're going to fall for this at all. Or you didn't fall for it if it already happened. This is just the please forgive me shit. And you probably are a very forgiving person, but you can let something go and forgive someone and still not be in their life, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, someone chose wrong in this situation no matter what they did, and I do feel the cheating scenario in here, or being tempted in a different direction and making the wrong choice, you know, like, there would have been true love with you, and they were tempted by a siren, and you're going, well, I'm not an option, so if you have to choose between me and someone, don't choose me. Because if you do, you're going to lose out completely, basically. And maybe someone's going to choose you. Like, I don't want to lose you, so I'm going to choose you, and you're like, well, I'm not a fucking option. You treated me like one, go fuck yourself. It's something like that. It's like, I'll do it right this time. I don't know if they will, and I don't feel like you think they will either. That someone's gonna reach out. It's almost like you don't know how much strength it took for me to say this, for me to reach out to you, for me to own up to my fuck-ups, you know? To take responsibility for this, that, and the other. But I sucked up my pride, and you need to forgive me, and you're like, well, I'm glad you sucked up your pride and ego and you came forward, but, you know, that's big of you, but you don't always get what you want. I don't know, it's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. It's kiss ass, basically. Enlightenment, inspiration, epiphany, innovation. Yeah, you're just going to figure this out. Supernatural, inexplicable, miraculous, otherworldly. Someone's seeing shit very differently. You know what's weird too here? It feels like if you are listening to yourself, your intuition and shit like that, and paying attention to the signs in your own life, I feel like you probably knew something, whether you had a dream, a psychic vision, or you just had a feeling. I feel like you knew something was going on. You knew what was happening in this situation before it even unfolded, and someone was like, they didn't believe in you, they didn't believe you. But I feel like someone's looking at this very differently now, like, huh, you were right on the money. Like, how did you know that if nobody told you, if you didn't snoop? Somebody could have thought you were spying on them, you know, like, the only way you know this information is if you went through my shit, and you didn't. You just knew. Either you're paying attention to the literal signs that they were exhibiting, because there's changes here, that, and your intuition. You just fucking knew that someone was up to something. Even if you didn't know exactly what it was, this person ratted themselves out. Because if you question something, and then you literally question the person, you'll find out the details through the weirdest ways. Especially if you're led to say certain stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, someone's gonna look at you like you were snooping on them. Like, you invaded my privacy. How fucking dare you? Like, turn it around on you like they didn't do anything wrong when you catch them. So it's like, we're going to downplay what I did because you did something wrong. So let's turn it all around. People like that love to do that, just saying. But I feel like it just really, it can't be turned around, and you're going, I didn't snoop, so you can think what you want because I didn't do anything wrong. Spirit fucking told me about your fuck shit. That's what that feels like. My intuition says, you, in fact, are a fucking liar. Like, that's what it feels like. I wanted to say, you are not the father. So someone could be questioning things too. Maybe that's how you're going to find something out. They might think that they are the father of a child and they're not. Maybe because of timing. You know, like, oh shit, I slept with so-and-so around that time, but so did a few other people. You know what I mean? And I feel like whoever this person is, I don't think they're the father of that child. Or they claim to not be, and they are. Something, I don't know. There's a child in here somewhere. Not to be mean, but a bastard child, which just means a fatherless child. Lantern, birth, death, resurrection, and sacredness. Somebody could have been denying that they were the father of a child because they didn't want to get caught. Yeah, it has something to do with the family situation. They didn't want their family to know what they did. They had a child out of wedlock, or that they, you know, they fucked around and found out. They could still be denying this child, or now, I don't know if they're recognizing it now, but I don't know when this kid was born, or if it's not even born yet. I'm not sure, but I don't know, it's just weird because it's making me think of when someone denies paternity and they're like, so-and-so's a whore, could be anyone, you know, it's definitely not my kid, but it's obvious that it is. It is their child because maybe that person isn't a whore, or they weren't sleeping around at the time. I don't really know, because now I'm confused because I started off saying someone isn't the father. So there could be separate situations where someone was going, oh shit, I think I'm the father. I don't want to have to tell so-and-so that I knocked so-and-so up. And then they find out that they're not, but that secret's coming out regardless, if that's the case. But I also feel like there's someone here who's denying paternity, or they did, because they didn't want to take responsibility for their actions or for whatever was going on, and they could have pointed the finger and called that person a hoe and this and that and whatever, like the mother, which, you know, grow the fuck up, basically. Don't you love it when people do that shit? Give me more on this supernatural energy. Someone's child is their karma, and it's not like a bad thing, but like, the child isn't a problem. But it's looked at as a problem for someone. Do you know what I mean? Because someone's like, oh fuck, I fucked up, and that's their karma. Like, oh, I'm never gonna get caught. I'm cheating. I'm doing this. I'm fucking around and whatever. And then it's like, oh crap. Now there's proof that I wasn't doing what I should have been doing. That I've been lying. There's proof. That's the karma in the situation. Not that the child's bad. Although that person's probably looking at the child in that way, like, oh crap. Yeah, somebody made a crap decision. They're gonna pay the price for their decisions, basically. That's what happens, I guess. Yeah, because there's an ending here. Something's ending for someone, relationship or otherwise. It kind of feels like a relationship because someone made a piss poor choice and it's coming out. And it could come out in the strangest way too. Like, say this person's like hiding it, like, oh, I'm gonna pretend this ain't real, like, I'm not the dad, I'm not whatever, you know, you bitch, don't talk to me kind of thing. Well, the bitch is going to talk to you or talk to this person's partner and be like, hey, guess what? I don't know, this is coming out. And if this already happened, somebody wants to come around and be like, I changed. I would never do that again. That kind of thing. I don't feel like it's going to work out. The Hermit. Yeah, someone's going to have to do some soul searching. They're going to have to do this all by themselves. If you spent some time alone, that's how you figured out this bullshit. It almost feels like someone's living a double life. That's fucking... People do it. It's like you watch those crime shows and shit, and it's like, I didn't even know that my husband had this whole other family, and when he was traveling for work or going on vacation, he was bouncing back and forth between relationships and families. Someone might find out that their partner has a whole other life somewhere else. That's icky. Oh man, I don't know if you found that out in the past or if that's coming up. Yeah, someone's living a double life. But this, I don't know, something changed here where it's just not adding up. I don't know, in situations like that, with people like that, sometimes if they'll go to great lengths to make sure that nobody finds out about their fuck shit, and they will literally end one situation. Sometimes they end the life of another. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like you might be getting a heads up on this so that, you know, this person doesn't go all Chris Watts on your ass, or it ended just in time before that could occur. Because I feel like there isn't much I won't do to keep this a secret. I don't feel like anyone's going to pass in this energy because someone's going to get a heads up before that happens. Or you already did get a heads up. That's so weird. Alright, I'm just going to leave it on a Path of Shadows card and then I'm going to go. Because this energy is kind of funky chicken. Which the readings lately have been weird, energetically speaking. Like, I'm just like, what the fuck? I haven't even wanted to post any of them. I've done quite a few, and some are still loading. But some I'm just like, I just don't even want to share them. And I don't know why, because I don't know why. I just don't. Like, it's almost like I know something, and I just want to keep this information hidden. Like, I don't want anyone to know what I know. Someone in this energy does not want anyone to know. Maybe you don't want this person to know that you know, so you can be ahead of the game. Gorgon. That's Medusa. The monster they feared, now I've become. Still seeking for revenge for my cold heart of stone. This person's going to turn you into a monster, basically. But not in a bad way. When you shut down, like your cold heart of stone, like when you have love for someone and then they do this shit, or you find something out you find out a level of betrayal, no matter what it is, that's where the love drought is. It's like, you turned my heart to stone. Don't even look at me, because I'll turn your ass to stone. That's what this feels like. And it kind of feels like advice from spirit, like, they turned your heart to stone. You know, they made you become cold. So if you were cold to this person, or you're going to become that way because of their decisions, they created that for themselves. Give it right back. Be just as cold to them as they were to you. Like, shut down from the situation. So if anyone like this returns, be Medusa. And if it's currently going on, just be aware and get ahead of the game so you can get out of the situation before it goes south, basically. Like, you know, I feel like instead of having it unfold in the way that they want it to, you make the choice to go. You make the choice to end something. Like, okay, is this how it's gonna go? Sayonara, why are you leaving me? What the fuck? Doesn't really matter, does it? I think you know why. Like, that's what this feels like. Leave them guessing. If they want to leave you guessing, leave you in the dark. Put their ass in the dark and give them just a little rinky-dink shitty flashlight. Be like, here you go. Find your way out. Peace.